You're watching The Metal Voice. I'm Neil Turbin, and with me here in West Hollywood, Mr. Steve Grimmett from Grim Reaper. What's happening with Steve Grimmett and Grim Reaper?
Sure, yeah. Before we came to the States, we were doing work on the album, and I've still got work to do on that when I get home. And the record company have been pushing us for a May release, but I think it's going to be more like June. So look out for that.
That's soon.
Yeah, and then we've got more touring to do. We're going to South America. I'm going twice because I'm going with a tour called The Metal Voices.
Wow.
With Udo Dirk Schneider, Tim Ripper Owens, and a few others as well.
Excellent.
So yeah, so we've got plenty on, and not only that, we're coming back to do a tour of Canada that we're also going to take part of the States in again. So yeah, it's busy times.
Fantastic. And in terms of, I guess I was told that you guys might have an energy drink that you might be coming out with, or some type of alcoholic drink. Is that?
Well, I'm trying that. I'm talking to a beer company in England.
Cool.
Called Witchwood Breweries.
Oh, I love those.
They already do a beer called the Grim Reaper.
Hobgoblin guys.
Yeah, that's it. You got it. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
We drink that ruby red. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's awesome. So I'm talking to those, but we've also got a company called Grim Reaper Foods. We've been contacting one another and talking about what we're doing, but they're chili specialists.
Awesome.
So they're going to do a special Grim Reaper hot sauce and barbecue sauce and chili dark chocolate too. And the dark chocolate is awesome. It's really nice. So yeah, so there's just little things like that happening. But
so how hot's the hot sauce going to be?
Well,
on the fire scale.
You cannot put it into a plastic bowl.
Oh,
it has to be glass bowls.
Yeah, all right.
So, yeah, that'll probably burn your ass on the way out.
So it's like pepper spray, right?
Don't go there with pepper spray.
So what's happening with, I guess, with some of the releases that you've done in the past? Are you going to be re-releasing?
Yeah, the company that we're with, well, it's Plastic Head Distribution. But they've got a new label coming up, and they've already released the three first albums. So I think they're just getting ready for the fourth one, and then they're going to take the others off of one of their labels and put it on the new label. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, it's good, and they're a great company. They've been going since 1981, I think.
How cool!
And you know, they're good guys.
Tell us about the Sanity Days. That's also a band that you have.
Sanity Days, yeah, that's a bunch of us of ex-Onslaught members. Steve Grice, the original drummer, phoned me up one day and said, look, you know, I've got a gig if you want to do it. I said, where is it? He said, it's in Dubai. And I was like, I'll be up for that, you know. So we got together with all four of us guys, and we rehearsed for this show, but it never happened. But we ended up doing quite a number of shows in Europe. And then Steve Beattie from Plastic Heads approached us to do an album, so we did that. But unfortunately, we've not been able to tour it since it got released because Alan, the guitarist, got cancer, and he had several operations. But he's still getting better. But yeah, that was a good one. I enjoyed working with Steve again because I hadn't seen him for a long time. Basically, it was an extension of, no, not an extension, but further on from the Sanity Days, so the In Search of Sanity album, because that was a good way that Onslaught were going, you know.
And you know, you brought the goods to the.
I did, yeah.
The situation.
I did, yeah.
In fact, you were with the band for a few years, weren't you?
No, not that long actually.
No.
It was probably just over a year.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. We just did that one album.
You sang those lyrics, right?
Yeah.
So how easy or how hard is memorizing the lyrics to those songs?
It's difficult.
Why?
Because I didn't write them, and you really have to get into a writer's mind to understand what the story he's trying to tell, because that's how I deal with all my stuff. It's a story, whether it's a truthful one or whether it's just fantasy. It's a story. So my job is to tell that story, okay? And I like to be able to get into that. Again, with the band, there wasn't much time between going into the studio and re-recording the vocals to then doing the tour in the UK. So there wasn't a huge amount of time to get to learn it properly. So I was putting posters or pieces of paper up with key lines and stuff so I could remember it, you know. And fortunately, I mean, I'm diabetic, so my mind isn't that great to start off with. The reason, or one of the reasons I left, was because I had another band together, Lion's Heart, and I really wanted to do that because it was more up my street. It was more about what I wanted to do as a vocalist. And so I was on a wage with Onslaught, and I was promised a certain amount after a certain time, and then a certain amount after, and it just never happened, you know. And it was so little money that I thought, well, I might as well just, you know, get behind my Onslaught, my Lion's Heart thing, and not earn the money, you know.
Just be by management, by the record label, or
it was by the management, which was run by the band. It was decision time,
right?
And I made the right decision for me. And we did an album with Lion's Heart, got it into Japan, and that went straight to #1 the day it was released in the Japanese charts, which is unheard of.
Beautiful. And
it was just such a tick for the right decision, if you like. You know.
Grim Reaper in the 80s, that was a heyday of the MTV era. That was the video era, and that's how I became introduced to Grim Reaper. I was in the import store, so I saw imports, and I knew about Grim Reaper, and I heard of the Grim Reaper, but my, you know, impression was, wow, you know, it's on MTV, and eventually VH1 or whatever,
whatever happened to
TV
it.
happened, cable, and but you know, being part of that, what was that like for you?
They showed it once, and were only ever going to show See You in Hell once. And they had a questionnaire after it. Is this what you want to see more of? And they got absolutely inundated, and it was so much so that they decided to put us on maximum rotation.
Nice.
So it couldn't have happened better.
How cool is that?
Oh yeah, it was really good.
So when that happened, did that open up doors for you? Did it bring you guys into bigger gigs, bigger opportunities?
Yeah, I mean the first tour we did, basically like we're doing now, the small to medium-sized clubs, because I feel we've got to start all over again, and I'm very happy to do that. I'm more than okay doing these clubs. I like the intimacy behind it. But yeah, it did. The second tour we were doing 4,000 to 5,000 seaters, and then 87, same sort of size, but we did the Texas Jam, and that was 83,000. It was stunning. Great day that was.
And is there any plans or any thoughts of, like, I know that you guys did a gig or doing a gig in, I think it's the Midwest, or Nick Bocott's coming out to it, or did
he was coming tonight.
Oh.
We did the one. I think it was Idaho, was it?
Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne. He came out and joined us there.
Great.
But he's left-handed. I'm doing it right. He's got tendonitis, carpal tunnel problems.
Oh, okay.
And he can't feel these two fingers, and he can't do anything with them. So that came to a head a few days ago, and he called us up and said the doctor says so, I've got to arrest him.
And it's just so awesome to be able to catch up with you, Steve. Thanks so much for taking the time
Not
out
a problem.
And going into great detail, and you know, it's really amazing. I mean, I'm a fan of yours. It's great to meet you in person and to, you know, see the guy behind See You in Hell video that I saw on MTV like every single day.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's still amazing.